Today we are talking about something that just keeps us stuck and it stops us from achieving our goals, and that is consistency. You want to start a YouTube, you want to start a blog, you want to post on Instagram 3 times a day. You get excited in the beginning and then you just stop after a week or a month. I am the same. I love to make plans in the beginning, then I give up or I will just stop after a week or two. Something that I've learned about myself, and if you're like me, is that I set such high goals. I make the plans, I'm excited, I start, I keep it going, but it's just so much. I'm overwhelmed, and instead of just taking a break, taking a pause, or just removing some extra things, I stop completely. I give up. I know I give up and it's horrible. I've been self-sabotaging by setting such high expectations. And this is why, to help people just like me, I want to share some strategies, some steps that I'm taking to just be more consistent. Let's jump immediately to my first tip, which is start small, but just start. Now let me tell you, consistency, it's a habit. You need to practice it. The more you practice it, the more you do, the more you will keep doing. So this is why I say just start. Start small, but at least you just start. For example, if your goal is to grow on Instagram or to start posting more on Instagram, you can just simply focus on one feature of Instagram, which is just to be more consistent on the stories. Just show up on stories daily, it's easy, because even if you mess it up on stories, you can easily delete it or it will disappear in 24 hours. Start from maybe just pictures of stories, start to talk on stories. After that, you can start to post more over Instagram. You can start to make full videos for Instagram content, because maybe you want to be better at videos. After you've mastered posting on Instagram and making videos for Instagram, you can start to make videos for YouTube. It doesn't have to be a new video every week. It can be every month, every 2 weeks, and then you master it, you do it every week. So as long as you just start and you build upon it, then the more you do, the more you will keep doing. This was just an example, because you can start with whatever makes the most sense to you. Maybe you just want to get better at taking pictures, going outside, having a photo shoot, to have more material for Instagram, or to have more visual materials for your blog. It could be writing every day, or it could be anything that just makes sense for you. I highly recommend you just focus at one task, one thing at a time, because we tend to overestimate what we can do in a day. We expect to do so many things in one day, and we underestimate what we can do in a month. If you just have one task a day, it means 30 things you've done in the full month, instead of just putting a long to-do list for your day or your week and you just get overwhelmed. And if you're like me, if I have this long list and I start crossing things over, if there are even 1 or 2 things left and I've done so many other things, I will still feel like a failure if I did not complete the full list. So I've learned my lesson. I focus on one thing, I start to master one thing first, and then I build upon that. And you can do the same. Just try it out and let me know how it goes. For now, let's get to the next step. Set small but achievable goals. So basically, these small goals that will take you towards your big goal. And something that has been really helping me right now is to set one big goal, like something that really even scares me a little bit, and work backwards to all of the little steps that I need to take every day that are taking me towards this big goal. For example, if by the end of the year I want to have 100,000 subscribers on my YouTube, and I start to think, oh my god, just to grow on YouTube, it takes so much work, I need to post twice a week, and that means I need to post like 100 videos for a full year. Oh my god, 100 videos is so much, and I just get myself crazy. I will get in this loop. I will just overwhelm myself. I will maybe try to make 1-2 videos. I will say, oh, it's so much work, how can I do 100 of videos, and I will just quit. And I know so many of you are like me. This is my system that I will highly recommend you try. I will set one small specific goal that I know I can achieve, one per day. For example, in order for me to just be consistent posting on YouTube, even just to post one new video every week on YouTube, what do I need? I need 1 day to sit down, brainstorm, have the ideas, and just write down all of my ideas for my YouTube or my Instagram. I need another day where I will just start scripting. I will script or outline my YouTubes. I will make a draft, even if it's just for one or for more than one YouTube. I will need another day to just make my thumbnails, make the descriptions, research the keywords. I will need another day to just sit down and film my videos. And the last day will be to just edit it and just schedule it. So voila, here are these steps. I know this is a right amount of things to do in one day or day by day. And here I will get to my consistent YouTube videos. That can work for every kind of goal that you had. Just work backwards, reverse engineer your big goal and just break it down into small steps. It has been helping me so much, because in the end I don't want to think I failed. I don't want to feel like I just didn't do anything, when in the end, if I see how much I've done in a week, it's like, oh, but that's amazing, I really did everything I set my mind to do, and that builds my confidence, my self-esteem, and just gets me even more creative. Just the more I do, the more I can do, because your audience will also help you with ideas. People will start to ask you questions, send you messages, and you start to get ideas from them. You just don't want to let them down. You will start to create also to help others, not only for sharing what you know, but also to keep your audience engaged and to build this real community around you. For example, if you have this big goal, like you might have something in your mind right now, you will just subconsciously, intuitively, you will take decisions that take you towards that goal. If I know that tomorrow is the day when I'm going to be filming my YouTubes, I will just not stay up late. I will go and sleep and relax. I will not get exhausted the other day. For example, this is the day it's a bit more quiet on Sundays. It's the day when I will be filming my YouTubes. And today I woke up and until midday I was tired, to be honest. I was tired and I said, oh, what if I don't do it today but I do it tomorrow? But then no, tomorrow it's going to be a bit more noisy outside, so I do have a reason why I choose a specific day to do the filming, and those reasons pushed me to get ready. And I said, okay, just start by putting some nice music, just start by having another coffee, just start by putting some makeup, and slowly I started to get into the mood to make these YouTubes. And I hope that you really keep this in mind while you go through the year, you're creating content. I hope this really encourages you to just stay focused on your goals and stay consistent. That takes me to my next tip, which is have a system in place. It doesn't have to be something very complicated. It can just be a note-taking system. You can note it down on your notepad, in your phone, in your computer. Because, for example, it happens to me that my ideas, they come in the most inconvenient times. For example, when I'm at the gym, when I'm walking, when I'm listening to music, when I am just in a moment that I cannot sit on the computer and get through with it. And now I will just immediately note it down on my notepad, on my phone, or even send a text to myself, because it happens that when I get to the computer, my idea might be gone or my inspiration might be gone. But now I have a full list of ideas that maybe sometimes even going through the treadmill at the gym, I can elaborate them a little bit, and I have just scheduled them really well with I found a free tool that it's called Asana, and you can have it on a desktop and you can have exactly the same on the application. It's interconnected through the phone and the computer, and it has really helped me to just have a system to know what are my ideas for YouTube, what am I scripting at the moment, what am I filming, what am I editing at the moment, and I am not lost into my own thoughts. Okay, my battery went down, and this is why having a system helps me, because I know the day I'm gonna film, so I have taken measures. I have 3 fully charged batteries the day before I'm gonna film. And honestly, that's it. It's a big reason why many of us just start for a week, make all the plans, and then just give up, because we are expecting to get these ideas at the very last moment. We are expecting to just have this wonderful long Instagram caption in our mind just at the last moment when we're gonna post. And that is really setting yourself for failure. Take all the steps and the measurements, put this system in place, and it's gonna 100% help you and support you with the flow of your consistent content creation. There is another thing I would highly recommend for those of you who are making YouTubes, for example, or maybe they want to have constant Instagram videos or pictures or photos, to set at least one day, a full day, at least once a month, where you just sit and make content. For example, I have started, after getting a bit more used with creating YouTube videos, I have started to have one full Sunday every 3 weeks where I'm gonna film 3 videos in a row, and this is exactly my 3rd video. I am a little tired maybe right now. I think up to 2 videos is good for me, and the 3rd one I really need another coffee to just push me through it. But I feel, for example, my voice has heated up and my ideas are flowing, so I am really into the flow. Although like you have people doing 4, but 3 videos for me is still a bit of a lot. But honestly, when I first started making YouTube videos, it would take me 5 or 6 hours to just film one video. So it was unimaginable for me to film more than 1 video a day. But I was fine. My goal was to have 1 video filmed that day. I did not have a goal to film 3 or 4 and then I was like 5 hours into the first video and feeling like a failure. I just don't set myself up for failure anymore. I set myself up for success. And like this, having a preset schedule, I know that my future content is gonna fit on my brand, on my mission as a creator, so I don't have to worry about just being consistent on my messaging as well. Now the next thing is coming up with a main theme, with a voice or a messaging for your content creation. And like this, you're not only consistent with with your posting, but you're also consistent with the main message for your audience. Because honestly, there is no point into posting consistently if the messaging you're sending out there does not make sense in the bigger picture for your audience or your niche. So the importance here about being consistent with your messaging is that it helps you be more recognized, helps your audience just form a deeper connection with you. But also it helps you with being consistent with your content because you have a main theme, a main message where all of your content draws back to. For example, for me, I know that my main content themes are social media, entrepreneurship, personal development, and I know that all of my content is revolving around those experiences that I have as a content creator, as an entrepreneur, as what I'm doing to improve myself. And I know that my goal here is to help people who are either creators, bloggers, YouTubers, they are entrepreneurs or want to be full-time entrepreneurs. And I know that the main part of my audience are people who are looking for social media strategies or marketing strategies to grow their brand, to grow their business, to make more impact. And those are the kind of tips that I'm sharing. And the last thing I want you guys to keep in mind is that the more you create, the more you can create. And the more you get into the flow of creating, the more creative ideas you will generate. Wow, I sound like a businesswoman here. So just start taking action, start getting into the motion, and then the consistency will come, especially because the more you create, the more you will have your audience ask you questions, and they will also tell you what they want to hear, what kind of content you can create next. For example, I get so many messages about consistency, and this is why I'm creating a full video about it. So here it's not only about consistency, but it's also because you don't want to let your audience down. You don't want to disappoint them or just say, oh, but it's fine, I only have 100 followers or I only have 100 subscribers, so if I just skip 1 week or I don't post for a full month, it's okay, nobody will notice. No, you really need to keep yourself accountable as well, because if you cannot stay consistent even with 100 followers or subscribers, it will be even more difficult to be consistent when you have more followers and subscribers. So you need to keep yourself accountable, you need to respect your audience, and you also need to listen to what they're saying, to their questions, their comments, and their interest for new content that you can create. Okay guys, I have one last question for you. What is it really that prevents you from being consistent, from posting more on social media? Is it ideas? Is it time? Is it maybe inspiration? Is it maybe you're not confident enough? Let's just have some real conversations in the comments down here. I'm so curious to read all of your comments. I really hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you want to see more of these kind of videos. I would like for you to support my channel with a like, with a thumbs up and a subscribe. But in the meantime, I also have another video for you that is waiting right here. I'm gonna see you there, guys. Bye.